Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wrestling fans around the world, I would like to personally welcome you to episode 42 of the greatest wrestling podcast in the tri state area, the Hot Tag Podcast. All right, listen, this is the podcast where we talk about everything and anything pro wrestling. As always, I'm one half of your host, Rashad, and the other half of your host, my tag team partner in crime, Justin. Justin, good with you, bro.
Hot tag fam. What it do?
Listen, man,
We back for
42
another episode.
episodes.
42.
42. Feel
42
me,
strong, man.
Mr. Jackie Robinson. Yeah. Feel me? Hey man,
I
listen.
like that.
Feel me? Mr. Jackie, man. The Dodger. All right. Hey man, listen. You already know the deal, man. We got a band show for y'all, man. We're gonna get into our headlines, our show reviews, hot spots. We just gonna shoot the shit, man. This is just two friends, two best friends, damn near two brothers, who come on here and just talk about wrestling. You feel me?
Yeah, it's really a chill weekend. Not no PLEs on either side going on. For any of my fight fans, it is Freedom
Hey,
250 weekend.
Freedom 250.
We're filming this
Mhm.
on Saturday. Freedom 250 is tomorrow on Sunday. So, hey, if we got any fight fans, by the time you listen to this, it'd be Monday. It'd be over. I hope you enjoyed the fights. I hope the fights were good.
Hey man, we'll
And
be
yeah,
tuned into the fights. We're not just wrestling. We also dabble in the sports world. You feel me? So hey, let's see if TKO can get this right with UFC. You know, without further ado, we're gonna hit up the headlines. Now, I don't know if any of our hot tag family have been on X recently, but there has been a X post coming from a very reliable um, wrestling page called Ringside News. Now, if you're familiar with Ringside News, they post a lot of the spoilers, rumors. They're very known in the IWC world. Now, they recently made a tweet after Zaria won it was the North American, is the
yeah, the
North
NXT Women's North American title.
NXT North American championship. She recently won it, and in her celebration, she began to lick the title. Now, for all of our avid NXT watchers, I'm pretty sure you saw that. For those who are on social media, you saw that too. Now, what did Ringside News do? He posted a screenshot of Zarya licking the title, and next to it, for those of you who are of age and have been in that time period when it happened, he posted a picture of Paige with the NXT Women's title.
We gonna keep it PG
We're gonna keep it PG.
on the description of the image. If you've seen it before in the past, you know what image we're talking about.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Okay, if you know, you know. So yes, and he tweeted with the caption, "Stop licking title belts." Now, I will say that I really don't agree with the licking of title belts. I'm not gonna lie. I don't see the purpose in that. Um, I think that's first of all, I think that's nasty because like that's mad metal. Like you licking, you feel
And
me?
it's the
That's
same belt.
yeah. So
It's
it's
in
not like
everybody's
they
luggage through TSA. Then everybody
yeah.
gets the hose. It's the
So that
same
that
belt.
probably done been up and under some things. It probably got a whole bunch of dust and that's just nasty. That's just nasty. But what I don't agree with is him bringing a previous incident and posting it side to side as to think that we were going to agree with him. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro, that was crazy. Like that's a crazy screenshot to compare to.
Yeah, right. The message was cool, and I agree with the message, but the way he went about it, or they,
Yeah,
it was poor taste.
it
It
was
was definitely done in
very
poor taste.
very, very poor taste, especially with the return of Paige. and that being behind her, which she has like, listen, that was behind her. That
And
was
she's talked about it. She's got a
exactly.
book out. She's done more. She's got a podcast. She's talked about it multiple times and
So
try to move past it. However,
exactly.
we're not
Mm.
going to absorb her from that. It's still crazy the fact that she had that title belt in that situation.
But
But
everybody deserves second chances, and she
yeah,
and she took accountability. And IWC literally dragged this man to the. They dragged this man so bad that they were posting his mugshots everywhere.
yeah,
Like, they were literally posting all of his mugshots. Um, so yeah, I mean, I just think that's poor taste. I think that's very poor taste from him for posting that. I don't know if there's multiple people on the Ringside News account. I'm thinking it is.
I
Because
don't think it
Ringside,
is.
I mean, Ringside News posted the picture of a buckshot. So maybe it, so, or maybe he's just trolling. I don't know. Either or, very poor taste. Um, like I said, right message, just wrong way to interpret it, a wrong way to put it.
Yeah, you
It
kind
was,
of got to
yeah,
eat that, bro. You kind of deserve what you're getting right now, brother.
yeah, I agree. So, obviously, let us know your takes and thoughts on it. How do you feel about it? I definitely think it was just done in poor taste. But we do have another headline. We recently talked about Steve Macklin last week. What's up with Steve
Yeah.
Macklin?
So we talked about Steve Macklin last week and him leaving or being granted his release from TNA, and we talked about where a couple places he could go or where it looked like he would go, and we said that we would cover him whenever he did appear somewhere new, and we didn't have to wait long because Steve Macklin appeared at a pro wrestling revolver show. I'm not quite sure where when the show was, but yeah, he appeared at the show, had a match. But what was most interesting about the whole thing was when was making his entrance, he takes a minute, looks at the camera, and says, "I told that cuck I quit." Now this had a lot of people speculating with everything that had transpired with Steve Macklin, someone who had been with NXT for a very long time before
Mm-hmm.
his release, and everything that went down with the Feast of Fire storyline and the Mike Santana storyline, all the way up to the point where he was granted his release. It kind of begs the question: what was the relationship, or what is the relationship between Carlos Silva, uh, kind of the head runner of TNA right now, and Steve Macklin? Carlos Silva has been in the news before with the whole thing about him pulling talent from indie shows that featured AEW wrestlers, and he had the whole disagreement with MJF.
Yeah, man.
It doesn't look good for Carlos Silva and all of this
Mm-mm.
stuff. So very early into his kind of head role in TNA.
Yeah, I think that's you don't mess up a lot of relationships, especially relationships that benefit you or can benefit not only you but your talent at the same time. I think he he's going about it a little wrong way. We gotta do something, man, because you gotta think there's a lot of people contracts that are coming up, getting ready to end, and this is still a product at the end of the day. Like, you still have to service this product and service your fans. So if you have a bad rapport with your talent, then when that time is up, they don't want to renegotiate. They out of there. So hey, man, the choice of words, man. That's cuck. I've been hearing a lot of people say cuck recently. That's crazy.
It's a new buzzword.
Yeah,
One of the new buzzwords.
I think I wouldn't be a cuck. I don't. That's crazy. Sheesh. Hey, man, listen. Well, Hopefully we get to see new and big things from Steve Macklin. And he continue to shine in the indies.
Hey, it's a
And
great way to build some buzz around
there you go.
your new path.
Rise the stock again.
Yeah.
That's it for headlines for us. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get right into our show review, starting off with the AEW recap from our AEW correspondent. Justin, what do we have, my brother, for AEW?
So for AEW this week, AEW was really good, really solid. The things that really stuck out for me was the Kevin Knight segment. Kevin Knight comes out. He says that he's ready to be Jet 2 belts, ready to be a world champion. He calls out MJF, but instead of getting MJF, he gets Darby Allin, who returns at following Double or Nothing and what Kevin Knight did to him. And Darby attacks him with a skateboard in the back. Darby tells him he hopes what he did to him at Double or Nothing was worth it. Tries to hit the coffin drop, but the Don Callis family comes to run him off. Now, I think that Kevin Knight and Darby Allin have had great matches in the past. In my opinion, great first feud for Kevin Knight. Mark Briscoe faced Pat in kind of a one-on-one match. Mark Briscoe gets the win. It's a great match, by the way. Pat, another one of those guys, never to hold a AEW World Championship or a WWE World Championship, yet consistently one of the best wrestlers in the world. So Mark Briscoe gets the win because he's been on the hot streak trying to challenge MJF for the title. After the match, he calls out MJF again, trying to get another title shot. But this time he says he has a direct line to the title because he was seen kind of dapping up and talking to Tony Khan before he went out for his match. MJF comes out, again denying Mark Briscoe any shot at the title. He says Mark Briscoe has friends, but MJF has money. And then the lethal swirl comes out to attack Mark Briscoe, but the rest of the conglomeration come out to make the save. Mark Briscoe gets on the mic again and says that at Forbidden Door, it will be a 6v6 steel cage match between Team Mark Briscoe and Team MJF. And if Mark Briscoe wins, his team wins, Mark Briscoe will get a shot at MJF and the world title. So that's one of the main events for Forbidden Door already made. Another main event gets announced later in the show. I'll get to that next, but I wanted to talk about the 6v6 cage matches. It's a hell of an announcement. It's going to be a hell of a main event. I don't think I've ever seen a 6v6 cage match. We've seen War
That's
Games.
nasty.
That's 5v5. 6v6 is going to be crazy.
But
Um,
12 like that's 12 men in there.
yeah.
Ooh.
If I had to guess some of the names, obviously for Mark Briscoe's side, you got the conglomeration.
Mm-hmm.
So you have probably Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy, and Roderick Strong. So that's four right there. A fifth, maybe Darby.
What about maybe Takeshita?
And I can see at Takeshita, if they don't do Takeshita and Okada at Forbidden Door,
Mm-hmm.
like just itself one-on-one, then I can see them both being in it. On the other side for MJF, Kevin Knight has already stepped up to be part of the team. Of course, you know, the relationship between Don Callis and MJF.
Mm-hmm.
MJF goes to Don Callis for hiring guns with a whole lot of money, and Don Callis accepts. And Kevin Knight was the first person to step up, but he said he will only step up if MJF gives him a title shot for the world title after Forbidden Door. If they win, MJF accepts. So far for MJF side, it's MJF and Kevin Knight, and there's nobody officially been announced for Mark Briscoe's team yet, but you kind of assume that the conglomeration will be part of that. And if Kevin Knight's going to be on MJF's team with the whole thing between MJF and Darby and Kevin Knight now, you can expect Darby to be on Mark Briscoe's team as well. But I talked about another main event being made for Forbidden Door. This will be a triple main event show they have announced. I'm guessing the third main event being the finals of the Owen Heart tournament. But yeah, the second main event that was announced is Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre Jr. Crazy match. Zack Sabre Jr. obviously a part of New Japan. Kenny Omega, one of the greatest New Japan wrestlers ever, and now part of AEW. We haven't seen Kenny since Anarchy in the Arena, Double or Nothing, and we haven't seen him in a singles match for some time before that. But him versus Zack Sabre Jr. is going to be a great match. I don't think they've wrestled in like 8 years, so I'm excited for that one. And we had the last match in the first round of the women's Owen Hart tournament, Sky Blue versus Maya World. Maya World taking the place of Sari, my bad. Maya World taking the place of Sari, who was coming over from New Japan to compete in the Owen. And this match was fire, actually. Like, Maya World was in this match replacing Sari, but also was not even supposed to be wrestling for a while. Was supposed to be taking time off because she had just lost her brother not too long ago, unexpectedly. And I want to give her a shout out because for her to recently lose her brother and then get the call to come in and have to wrestle in the Owen tournament, and then to come in and wrestle a great match, and Maya World gets the unexpected win over Sky Blue, who I expected Sky Blue to get the win over Sheree. So it's interesting to see that went the other way, but I wasn't mad at it. Like I said, the match was really good. Exceeded my expectations for it, to be honest. And Maya World will be moving on in the Owen Hart tournament. In the next round, I think she faces... Yeah, Maya World would take on Athena in the semifinals, and Hazuki would face Mercedes Moné in the semifinals for that tournament. But moving on from one tournament to the other, the finals for the men's Owen Hart tournament are officially set. We had the final semifinal match, Swerve versus Brody King. And Swerve got the win in a good match. But now the finals are as I predicted. Swerve Strickland versus Will Osprey.
That's on fire.
And listen, finals of the Owen tournament at Forbidden Door, Death Rider Osprey, heel Swerve Strickland. This is about to be a banger. We just got a contender for match of the year. You can't have a contender without another contender.
Hey man,
and I think we're about to get it. I think we're about to get it.
Some shit. I'm not gonna lie. This sounds crazy.
Yeah. Forbidden Door is stacking up right now. With just the 3 main events announced, you got the finals of the women's Owen Hart tournament. You probably got to go Athena versus Mercedes. Which is also a crazy match. So I can't wait for Forbidden Door. Dynamite was solid. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 6.8.
Listen, I appreciate our AEW correspondent for giving us the AEW recap of the week. Forbidden Door sounds like it's gonna be fire. So hey, I'm gonna have to
Oh,
really tap in.
and before we go, my pick to win that tournament, Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, I would if I had to pick, I'd go Swerve as well. Swerve, swerve, swerve.
Swerve's house, baby.
Swerve. Hey man, listen, we gonna head over to these WWE show reviews. We gonna start over. We gonna start with Raw, man. We gonna listen. We in tournament season. You feel me? We in tournament season, and we for some reason it's just like you got to start the show, right? You got to start the show with Oba Femi, and you started the show with Oba Femi. You feel me? He was talking this shit. I'm not gonna lie. He's letting it be known. Listen, he's going to win the King of the Ring tournament. A ruler can't rule without a king without a crown. You feel me? He was talking this shit, but his semifinal opponent came and interrupted him. The Triple I Mega
Yes.
Campeon, Dirty Dominick Mysterio. And I'm not
And
gonna
you
lie.
can't have a king of the luchadors without a crown either, Oba Femi. Listen, all I gotta say is the prophecy continues.
And that you will hear about that prophecy growing stronger once we get to the main event of Monday Night Raw. What were some things that caught your eye or you was fucking with on Monday Night
I thought that the women's Queen of the Ring tournament match was really good.
Raw? Mm-hmm.
Chelsea looked really good in this match. She's been on point lately since coming back, and she's always been on point. Like you're never going to hear me really have anything bad to say about Chelsea Green. Not just because she's one of my favorite, but also because she really doesn't mess up. Like she's usually on points.
Yeah. This is Alexa, Chelsea, Liv, and Becky, right?
Yeah, all the women hit their finishers near the end of the match. Chelsea looks like she has the match won, and then Liv rolls her up out of the unpretty herd. Finish look clean, and
Now, how do
yeah,
you feel about that? Because you obviously you're a Chelsea Green guy, but you also enjoy Liv Morgan. So like, how do you feel about that?
like I like to see Chelsea wrestle. I like to see Chelsea on the shows, but at this point, after watching WWE Unreal, my hopes for them pushing Chelsea, or I just don't have any, honestly. Like the only person that was trying to work for anything towards her was Road Dogg. He's no longer around.
Hmm.
The only time she gets booked correctly is when she's in Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
They released her Secret Harvest, and they want her to play sidekick to Tiffany Stratton.
which I love me some Tiffy time, but I don't like that. I don't like it.
So I have lost all like anticipation for the Chelsea Green push right now. So I wasn't mad at Liv getting the win here. I think Liv probably makes it to the finals.
Hmm.
Now, does she win? It could go either way right now.
I think her and Raquel fight it out.
Yeah, that's
That's
probably
what I'm
looking like
thinking.
the inevitable finals right there.
Um, but another thing that I did enjoy staying on the women was Ruka and Lyra Valkyria for the women's intercontinental championship match. I thought that was a fire match. I thought that was solid. Obviously, first IC champion, current IC champion. Um, I thought that was a good match. I'm not gonna lie, that held up. You know.
It's a great, just solid get the first defense out the way type of situation where we knew Lyra wasn't going to win here, but we just wanted
Mm-hmm.
to see a good match, and we got that. I wasn't mad at it.
Yeah, I mean, like, granted, there were some miscues and like it just some small little missteps in there. But I mean,
Yeah,
listen, I mean, uh, and we can really chalk that up to like chemistry. You feel me? Like I don't think they really worked that much together. So
no,
yeah, I mean, so for that being the case, I thought it wasn't a bad match. But speaking of IC titles again, Penta versus Ray. Look,
well filled Raw.
this was fire. Like this is telling you, bro. This when you put two luchas in there,
Ray's 50, man.
he's still on on these niggas' necks. Still on these niggas' necks, bro. At 50 years old.
50 still can go, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to see, actually.
Like bro, honestly, he got to me. What it looked like Monday, he got at least like 2-3 more years to go, bro. He can still go another 2-3. You feel me? And I obviously I don't know what the plans are. We don't know what the plans are for Ray, but like, damn man, could have fooled me. That's all I'm saying. You could have fooled me.
Like
That was hell
Penta,
of a match.
Penta's exciting to watch. Ray's always like a highlight. So
It's like
I knew
past
this
versus
match.
present.
I knew this match was gonna be good.
Like this was fire.
I knew this match was gonna be good.
Penta picks up the win. Either Paige and Rusev, they come out after the match and they jump, Penta and Ray, and the Dragon Lee comes out. He's trying to be the superhero, but they catch him too. Rusev rips off the mask of Ray, and lo and behold, who is the savior of Rey Mysterio is none other than
Chad effing Gable. He's apologized to the luchadors. So we're getting face Chad. And not only do we get face Chad, we get the American Alpha music back.
Mhm.
The original American Alpha music that they debuted with on the main roster and they used in NXT when they became NXT Tag Champs. That's what I'm saying. Like, me and Chad Gable go back a long way.
They're locked in.
I remember Reddy, Willing, and Gable
Mm.
with the hair. I remember American Alpha with Jason Jordan, NXT Tag Champs, Grand Amplitude. Listen,
What about
I've
Shorty
been.
G?
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Shorty G.
Listen, you said y'all go back, so I just.
I've been pushing this. I've been pushing this Chad Gable stuff for a long time. Even back
Mm.
when Vince dumbass decided to make Jason Jordan Kurt Angle's son when he
Made
had
no
an
sense.
Olympian in Chad Gable as a tag partner. That's how long I've been rocking with Chad Gable. But
I think
yeah,
that was so crazy. Why'd you have this black man be his son? What?
listen.
where, where's the similarities at? What do
It
you?
was obvious from day one that Vince had it out for Chad Gable, which is crazy because he's the realest thing since Kurt Angle. Literally.
That would have made the most sense. Okay, yeah. Chad Gable comes with the save, man, and he's suplexing niggas, and he
It's dropping them on their heads, man.
feel me.
It's
Listen,
time. It's
this
time.
is the new age Gable, the new age Gable.
Let the
Um,
chains off.
listen, hey man, listen,
Really
main
good.
event.
Really good main event.
Javon Evans, Seth Rollins, Halatunga, and Ricky Saint.
It's a random assortment, right? It is a little random, but I could also see it's like Seth. Like, why put him in there with Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Jey Uso, LA Knight, people
Mm-mm.
he's wrestled already?
Royce Keys. Oh well,
Like,
he hadn't wrestled Royce
he
Keys
hasn't
yet, but
wrestled Royce Keys, but either way, if you look at the other people in the tournament on the other side, put them in there with a
Braun
Dom
Breaker.
or Braun Breaker.
He's wrestled all of them.
Oh, you wrestled all of them. This was a chance for Seth to wrestle some fresh talent, people he's never worked with before.
Mm-hmm.
And when Seth gets to wrestle somebody he's never wrestled before, you see him at his most creative, his most innovative. His match was really good, bro.
Listen, they had Tala Tonga. You know, he had his moment. He had his Giants moment. You feel me? He just throwing everybody out the ring and picking people up and kicking them. He had his moments. You know, obviously. Um, Ricky Saints showed off, bro. First of all, what is his signature? Is that his signature or his finisher? When he goes into like the DDT, but he steps on the ropes. What is that again?
Oh, the Revolution DDT.
Yeah, Revolution D. That bitch is cold. I'm not gonna lie. I saw it when he did it before, but it just looks smooth on Javon. Like it
Yeah,
was.
when they let Ricky start going, Ricky, the DDT, he has a great spear.
Yeah,
Is a great spear, and the Rochambeau looks really good too when he
like
gets to use it.
it was fire. The whole match was fire. Of course, when it looked like it was Seth, Austin Theory comes and he, distracts the ref, Montez for it. He still got beef with Austin Theory. Him and Montez go at it, but lurking in that corner, as soon as Seth turned around, was that dog himself, Braun Breaker. Speared Seth, you know, laid out. I think Ricky tried to pick up the win, but Javon came in, stopped it. Javon for the 1, 2, 3. And Javon is going to the semifinals of the King of the Ring. Now, as we mentioned before, the prophecy, Justin said last week that he had Javon Evans winning. I said Seth, but he had Javon. And so far, he is 2 for 2. He has called Dom winning. He has called Javon Evans winning. Now, would you like to tell them the next part of the prophecy? Now, listen close, Hot Tech fan. Listen to this.
The next part of the prophecy is Dom Mysterio beating Oba Femi.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks.
That's the next part of the prophecy. In Javon Evans beating Jey
Jay
Uso,
Uso.
which we'll talk about in a little bit, but mainly Dominick Mysterio beating Oba Femi. Oh no, you can't be Oba Femi. Oba Femi's the ruler. He has to rule. Oba
Mm-hmm.
Femi was the ruler in NXT.
This
No
is true.
crown.
This is true.
No crown was needed. Just domination,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
which he will still have. This loss to Dominic Mysterio will not hurt, especially if it's with the help of Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Like,
Mm.
I don't think people are really seeing the bigger picture here. Everything that stems out of Dominic Mysterio beating Oba Femi, you get Oba now being out of the tournament, and now the feud with Brock gets hotter because he just suffered his second loss on the main
Mm-hmm.
roster to Dominic Mysterio in a tournament that he was set up to win. Then you get Dominic Mysterio going to the finals with a chance to become King of the Luchadors for real. He loses that, so you get a kind of a starting point for Dom to lose the AAA title, and then
Mm-hmm.
that gets the AAA title off Dom so that you can put him in Money in the Bank and give him the Money in the Bank. And then
Mm-hmm.
once
Mm-hmm.
Oba gets past Brock, he can go back for Dom to get the loss back that he got from Dom in the King of the Ring tournament. Have a little mini feud between Oba and Dom for a little while. And Oba will win, of course. But Dom will still be Money in the Bank, so it wouldn't fucking matter.
Wow. That's the prophecy, huh?
That's the prophecy.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. That's the prophecy. Remember it, stamp it, write it down, screenshot it. If this happens, I promise you now, Hot
The
Tag
only
Illuminati.
the only person that can throw a wrench in my plans, and it's not even a wrench, but a little bit, is Jey Uso. if he beats
Mm-hmm.
Javon Evans. I don't think he will.
Hey man, listen, we shall see. We shall see. What would you rate? What would you rate this Raw? What would you give this Raw?
7.
Okay,
7.
I'm gonna go 7.5. I'm gonna go seven. I'm gonna go 7-7. I'm gonna go 7-7. I enjoyed this Raw. I did. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 7-7.
We didn't talk about Seth verbally abusing the Usos though in the back.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's nothing new. And then obviously Jay sending Jacob to try to handle the light work, but Jacob.
So what do
Here's
you
my thing.
see? What do you see coming from that? Do you see it being Jacob that kind of ends up breaking away in a way? Do you see it being Jay Uso that ends up leaving again? What is the
It's
goal of this
tricky.
interaction between these two? I don't see it right now.
It's tricky. I can't really call it because the thing with it's like Jay in his head he thinks he's second in command, right?
Right.
So when Roman's not there, bow. It's on Jay, right? But at the same time, Jacob, which he said, "Yo," he said, "I didn't acknowledge you. I acknowledge Roman Reigns. So I don't know what the hell you got going on, but you don't call the shots." So I think it kind of would maybe get to maybe a little a power structure in terms of like what
Struggle.
really goes on. Power struggle, yeah. In terms of what really goes on. But it's too early to call. It's too early to call, especially with Friday, which we'll get into the whole Jacob and Solo situation. It's very too early to call. But listen, we got time. This is still fresh. We got time to really understand
I
and
just
decipher
don't.
what goes on.
Jay and this bitch talking about family and watch how you talking about family. But sir, you left the family.
You did. You
You
definitely
left the
did.
family. And then at one point you teamed up at with the ops.
You did.
Fuck out of here with that, in my opinion. Fuck out of here with the don't talk about my family shit, bro. It wasn't family when you
Oh,
wanted that
this is your
championship.
warning shot.
Battle rap Jey Uso.
Yeah, he definitely be in the planes or in the sprinter watching URL for real. You feel
But
me?
it's like, bro, the whole thing like contradicts yourself. Then when you wanted that championship off Roman, you ain't give a fuck about family then.
It's crazy, man.
Listen, they're gonna have to really do something to get me on board with this.
I agree. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what's up. SmackDown. SmackDown. Listen, this whole Cody and Gunther, we figured it was gonna happen again. Um, Obviously, the whole stipulation thing. I kind of could have. We both could have guessed that it was a special guest referee just because of the whole referee thing that happened, and we all guessed and we knew that the special guest referee would be Sami Zayn,
Yeah.
which it makes the most sense. It's going to be Sami Zayn.
This will be the way to get Sammy involved in a triple threat, I guess, at Saturday night's main event because there is a Saturday night's main event in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So Cody Rhodes got to be there. So I'm guessing that's the goal, triple threat. I'm guessing Sammy will involve himself in the finish of this match in some way, again, which will cost Gunther ultimately. I do think the goal is ultimately to get the belt on Gunther, but they want to wait it out until, will it be SummerSlam? I guess depending on who wins King of the Ring, right?
Well, I think it'll be SummerSlam. I think it makes sense for Gunther to win that SummerSlam.
It kind of got it's all Raw people in the
Yes,
semifinals. So
yes.
it has to be SummerSlam where Cody will give the belt up to Gunther.
No, it'll definitely be SummerSlam for sure. It'll be SummerSlam. I don't see it. See it be anything else but SummerSlam. Yeah, I agree. I think it's time for a title switch. We love Cody, we do, but I think it's time.
It's weird because Roman told Jay to win the King of the Ring and go
And then
after.
yeah,
So I get maybe it is winner's choice.
oh yeah, you're right. It could be winner's choice. I think yeah, I think it is winner's choice. But even still, I mean,
It's because it's the same thing with Raquel and Liv.
yeah, that is true. Yeah, we'll see when after the King of the Ring tournament and Queen of the Ring, and um, we'll see what happens. Speaking of Queen of the Ring, Charlotte Flair, Lyra Valkyria, Sol Ruka, and Jay Cargill. I know you saw it. We all saw it. She even addressed it on Twitter.
Well, I didn't see it like live. I don't know what I was doing. I'm not like I wasn't really. I don't want to say I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention, but it just slipped past me somehow. I didn't see it live. I only saw it when I went back on social media. But
I
yeah,
saw it. I saw it live. I said, huh.
we've heard of a nip slip, but have you heard of a wig slip?
I said, huh. She must have did something different to her hair. She must have did some hair change colors like that.
That glue got to be a little stronger.
Yeah, they gonna have to you had to make sure that joint no gorilla glue though. That bitch won't come off. But match, not a bad match. You feel me? Charlotte picks up the win. We get Charlotte going to Queen of the Ring. The Queen herself is going to the Queen of the Ring semifinals.
Alexa
Um.
and Tiffany, of course, helping that
Hmm.
happen because of their running down to stop BFAB and Michin,
Hmm.
which you were right about what was next for Jay Cargill. I thought it would be a feud with Charlotte Flair, but you called the feud against Tiffany Stratton for the US title. So
Hmm.
it's
This yeah.
especially
I.
what happened later in the night with Jade interfering in the match, the tag
Hmm.
match between Chelsea Green and Tiffany against Michin and
Mention
BFAB.
be fat. Yeah, so it's definitely. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I think we run it back and Jade gets this win. I think she beats Tiffany for the title.
Is she what? She's one and one, or is it 2-1? What is the record between them? I
Is it?
know Tiffany won at Mania.
Is it? Because yeah, it is 1-1. Yes, it is 1-1. Because Tiffany beat um or wait or didn't Tiffany beat Jade at SummerSlam?
Was it SummerSlam?
Yeah, I think it was SummerSlam.
It was
Yes, it
SummerSlam.
was. It was
It was
SummerSlam because we were
SummerSlam.
we were all shocked. He was like, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah."
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep. We did the vlog. It's
so
in the vlog.
it's
We picked. I
yes,
remember now.
it is. It is. Yes, but y'all go check out SummerSlam vlog last year. Yeah, yeah. So I think it's just 1-0. Honestly, I think it's 1-0. I think
Because who
in
did
terms of title matches,
Jade win the title from?
or was it Tiffany? Or did she
It
come back
had
and
to be
beat
Tiffany.
Tiffany? Yeah, yeah. I think because the Saturday Night's main event, she came back and beat her at Saturday Night's main event. Yeah. Okay. So it is 1-1. Yeah, it is 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think
So
we're
you
gonna
get
continue
the
that.
rubber match there, and yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think it should be
I
Jade.
I think it should be Jade for sure. There were two good matches on this card. Okay. There were two good matches. It was Ray Phoenix versus Axe and Kit Wilson versus the Electric Machine. Those were the best two matches of the night. Obviously, the Electric Machine cleared. um, I didn't expect him to be in the match, but hey, things happen. So shout out to Ray Phoenix, the Axiom, and shout out to the Danhausen Electric Machine. Bro, I'll be real with you. Like, listen, I didn't like Fatal Influence versus Paige and Brie Bella. At first, I don't know why do we still have the titles on them. Give Fatal Influence titles. Like, let's do like I don't no, get rid of them. Like, why do we still have them on there? Um, I mean, once again, talk about matches. I think the promo with Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, and Ricky Saints fire. Once again, we're going to go into that. I think this should be a triple threat. at Saturday's main event. Carmelo Hayes, Ricky Saints, Trick Williams. That should be a triple threat for the United States Championship.
I can
I think
see
that'll
them
be.
going that way.
I think
A
that'll be
part of me
fire.
feels like they'll just have one person win, which I think, in my opinion, should be Ricky Saints. I think Ricky Saints might win and end up facing Trick, but I wouldn't be mad at a triple threat by any means. I think that would be fire too.
That'll be fire.
No, I
I did.
definitely get what you mean when you talk about the matches, because my favorite thing for the past couple of weeks has been Sami Zayn talking to Johnny Gargano.
Yes, I agree with that too.
That's been hilarious to me. Sami
Like,
Zayn in general has been hilarious to me. Ride or die with the last good guy. I was like, oh, that can go on a t-shirt immediately.
immediately. Oh yeah, we can sell those.
He
Trademark
has
it.
the
Let's go.
last good guy shirts. Ride or die with the last
With
good
the
guy.
last
That
good
was
guy. Yeah.
print. That was
Yes.
print money. That is
Ship it out.
perfect.
100%. But yeah,
Ray, Phoenix, and Axiom, though, if we're talking about the matches. Yo, the fact that Axiom and Nathan Frazier are on this roster and they have to sit on SmackDown with this tag division that is being held up by Weapatime. I'm so over this shit, man. Axiom is putting on fucking bangers out here with Ray Phoenix, another guy who should be on this show way more than he is, but it took him having to go over and win the AAA Cruiserweight title for him to get a match.
It's crazy.
Axiom can do all the high flying stuff with really good technical ability. He's innovative with the way he gets into his moves, with the moves he does. I don't know. I don't know how you can see two guys like Fraxium on your roster and not say, let's make them one of the most fan favorite tag teams we had.
It's just I don't know. I don't know what's going on with SmackDown. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know what's going on with SmackDown. Obviously, of course, your boy Punk is eventually gonna end up once he come back. He's gonna be on SmackDown.
That's another person on SmackDown who is Raw. Who is Raw?
That's
Who is
true.
Raw?
Yeah.
Get it?
Oh shit. Damn.
That's just another person. Finn Balor, Gunther, and Team Punk that is now
Yeah.
on.
And Chad Gable.
And well, Chad was on Raw, but he was also on SmackDown.
Yeah. So I mean,
So I
maybe
don't guess
flip
we
flop.
really. Yeah, I guess he's flip flopping right now. We don't really know.
Yeah.
But
I'm thinking Drew and Randy, bro. I'm thinking Drew. Drew's going to Raw. Possibly Randy.
But to be honest, I'm not mad at it because SmackDown needed it. Like,
yeah,
for some, like Raw right now still seems like the easier watch.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Even with losing Balor, Punk, and Gunther.
Yeah, it is. It is the easier show to watch. It's not a stress. It's not strainful.
Like
So
that 3 hours compared to that 3 hours is completely different.
this main event, Jey Uso, Finn Balor, LA Knight versus Keys. I said it last week. I'm gonna say it again. This match was ass. this match was ass. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
It was definitely weak sauce. I'm not gonna lie, it was weak. It was so weak.
Hear me and hear me good. I'm here to double down. that shit was a 2-pack ass.
They should have just did this one first. I don't know why why did we have to wait lastly for this joint?
Because your boy the arena shaker. You feel me? The Yeet man himself made the this is your warning shot.
Yo, Jey Uso with all the catchphrases. Give Jey Uso. He about to have all the catchphrases, all the nicknames, and be doing absolute jack shit. Warning shot for what, Jey Uso?
I don't know.
Get this man out of my face. I'm telling you, I'm tired of him.
Know,
I'm tired of
I
him.
don't know. I don't know. What you rate this, bro? What you rate SmackDown?
SmackDown. SmackDown getting like a 6-3. I didn't think it was bad. I'm not gonna say it was terrible. And there were actually things that I did enjoy on the show, but actually it might be like a 5-8. SmackDown actually I'm changing. It's not a 6-3. It's like a 5-8. SmackDown was like a 5-8.
This shit was a four. That's all I gotta say. This shit was a four. It was no, and mainly because of that match. It's a four. It's ass.
The fact that they cut the Gunther shit into 2 segments was like okay.
Because we can't feel time, which is why we're going back. Go
They
back to
could
two
like
hours
I was
now.
like, yo, you just could have just did the Cody thing and Sammy thing first, and then had Gunther come out after Sammy left and be like, I think I know what I want to do.
Yeah, I give it a four. Give it a four. Horrible. Whew. All right, listen, we get ready to close out, but you already know you can't leave the hot tag podcast without doing hot spots. So we're gonna give our hot spots of the week. You feel me? I'm gonna bang it out real quick. Go first. You feel me? My first hot spot of the week goes to Penta and Rey Mysterio. Once again, the two luchadors going at it. I love it. When you get it's like the past and the present. You feel me? Always love when Penta's in the ring. Ray still got it going on. Feel me? He can go another 3, 4 years. Penta and Ray, first hot spot. Second hot spot of the week goes to Trick Williams. I mean, not Trick Williams. Javon Evans, Seth Rollins, Tyler Tunga, Ricky Saints. That fatal 4-way King of the Ring tournament match was fire. Um, I enjoyed seeing something fresh and something new out of this pairing of talent. Um, I thought this was a fire match. Shout out Javon Evans, the young OG, getting it done. And then my third hot spot of the week has to go to Jay Cargill for the quickness on her recovering her wig. Cause boy, that would have been deep and dark if she didn't
That's
recover
fucked up.
that bitch fast.
That's fucked
So
up.
shout out to the reflexes of Jay
That's
Cargill.
that's fucked, bro. Um, for me, my hot spots of the week. The first one is going to go to Mark Briscoe versus Pac. I really enjoyed this match. Like I said, Pac is always consistently like you want to talk about a guy that can do everything. Pac can do literally everything in the ring. My second hot spot is going to go to Sky Blue versus Maya World, the Owen Heart tournament. This match I had little expectations for, especially once I found out Saray wouldn't be in the match or in the tournament, and they had to find a quick replacement. But to Maya World's credit for dealing with what she had to deal with going into the match, and to still go out there and have a really good match in the first round of the tournament and get the win to move on. That's going to be my second hot spot of the week. And finally, my third and final hot spot of the week will go to Fraxium. Oh, not Fraxium, but Ray Phoenix and Axiom for the AAA Cruiserweight Championship. Two guys that don't get near as much utilization on 3-hour SmackDown as they should. Yeah, when every time they get a chance, in my opinion, they perform. So yeah, those are going to be my 3 hot spots of the week.
All right. Listen, that is it for the Hot Tag Podcast. That wraps up episode 42. Make sure y'all follow us on all our social medias. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow us for more content. We appreciate all the love and the support. Without y'all, nothing is possible. As always, it's Justyn, I'm Rashaad, and always remember, stay sharp, stay fresh, and stay hot. Peace.
Peace.